Hi, it's Abby, and I'm going to show you how to make some rosebud stackable bangles out of some 12 gauge aluminum wire and any type of jar that you have that is close to your bangle size. So I have about 1.5 foot of 12 gauge wire cut already. Aluminum is really fun for this project because it's really easy to get the rosebud shape. So what I'm going to do is find about where my wrist size would be, or my bangle size would be on this little pot, and I'm going to wrap the wire around like so. So I've wrapped it around so it's overlapping in the front, and then basically what I'm going to do is just twist the wire back on itself from both sides. So I'm twisting it like this, as you can see. Get these bangles out of the way here. Twisting the wire around like this. And so you can start to see how the wire is kind of interlocking on itself. You're going to continue that around, and you're just going to push and push and push around. And you're going to start to see how the wire forms a little organic looking rosebud shape, like that. So keep pushing it around until you almost run out of wire. And whenever you're almost out of wire, what we're going to do is take it off of your little pot, and we're going to tuck down the ends of the wire. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to bring the shorter end back on the opposite side of our bangle wire. So see how I'm bringing it behind? I'm going to take my pliers, and be careful when you're working with your pliers that you don't nick the aluminum wire because it is very soft. I'm just going to grab this and kind of twirl it and carefully tuck it down into the little concave area so that the tail end is not sticking out. Now I'm just going to situate this other end just by bringing it around to the front and doing the same thing. So I'm turning my bracelet around. I'm going to bring my pliers and just kind of curl this in and just kind of stick it down wherever you can find a spot to stick it down. It will be okay. You can kind of coil it down somewhere and just kind of, like I said, be careful with your pliers. There we go. So we have a nice little rosebud shape here. What I like to do is just give it a little bit of a twist, just like that, so that it straightens out the wire a little bit. And then this is a fun technique that you can do if you don't have a texturing hammer. You can get this nice texture on the aluminum wire just using your pliers. So you can either just kind of squeeze with the front of your pliers like this, and you can start to see the little lines that I'm making. Or if your pliers happens to have this little indentation here like mine does, what you can do is use the back of the pliers and squeeze, and it'll make an even bigger, more patterned indentation. So I just like to give it a quick squeeze all the way around the bracelet. This not only patterns the wire, but it also hardens it. Now if you're doing a lot of patterning, you want to keep in mind that you're actually kind of stretching the bracelet out. So if you plan to pattern a lot, or if you plan to actually use a texturing hammer, you might want to make your bracelet just a hair smaller. That way it does not become way too big for you. So notice how when I patterned this, it kind of change shape a little bit, you can easily just bend this aluminum wire back into shape. So you do that, and I like to kind of give it another once over just to kind of get any spots that I've missed. And notice how I'm not paying too much attention to this. I'm just kind of squeezing wherever. And then I'll straighten it out again, give my little rosebud one last shaping, and kind of squish any of the front that might be a little crooked. And we've got a cute little bangle. Now these, I think, look awesome in stacks when you wear them. They kind of float wherever they want to float. Oh, and of course, I'm not going to have luck putting them all on at once, but they just make a really cute statement set of bangles, especially since the aluminum is very lightweight. They're very comfortable. So you can see that they make a really fun statement piece of jewelry. Thanks for watching.